Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize, but I have to be out again today. So I will be here after school this evening if you have questions and would like to stay with me. I only had to leave for period 4 and period 5. So today we're going to talk about discrete versus continuous data. We've talked about this a little bit already, but today we're going to really write it in your notes. So please make sure you get all of this down in your notes. If you need to, please pause the video so that you can finish it. So discrete data is data that I count. So these are things that I would not connect on my graph. Examples of things that I count: students, number of crayons, number of absences, tires, shirts, hats, anything that I count. Continuous data is things that I measure or is measured. Here I connect the points on the graph. Examples of things that I measure: your height, the amount of snow, hours, your weight, anything that you can measure. Now another way to think about it is discrete data, the in-between values do not make sense. So the in-between does not work. So what I mean by that is, if I had one hat, that makes sense. Two hats make sense, but a hat and a half doesn't make sense. When it's continuous data, the in-between values make sense. I can have 3 1/4 inches of snow, 3 1/8 inch of snow. So again, make sure you have this down. Next, we're going to turn into our book, and I would like you to do page 296. Got it, A. So pause the video, do this, and then come back. Hi, welcome back. So the farmer market sells apples for $2 per pound and oranges at $1 per pound. Marjorie has to spend $10, has $10 to spend. So here's her equation. Y equals 10 minus 2x. Represents the number of apples and oranges. So this is my oranges. These are my apples. Marjorie can purchase. Graph. Now I want to point out that it's pound. Okay? I measure pounds. So I'm going to make a table. X, Y, and I'm going to do 10 minus 2x, and I'm just going to do 0, 1, 2, 3. So 10 minus 2 times 0 is 10. 10 minus 2 times 1 is 8. 10 minus 2 times 2 is 6. 10 minus 2 times 3 is 4. So I plot that. 0, 10. 1 was 8, so I have to approximate that. 2 is 6. 3 is 4. And if I keep going, 4 is 2. And 5 would be 0. And I am going to connect that data because it's pounds, which I measure. Notice I do not put arrows. So this is continuous because I can buy 1 3/4 pounds of apples. That makes sense. So if you need to pause to finish correcting, please do so. Next, I want you to do the got it on the next page. which this one I'm going to make a little bit bigger for us. So, there we go. So please do this. Pause, come back, and check your answers. So it says, write a function to represent the total cost of any number of pounds of nuts. Well, each pound of nuts is $5.95 per pound. So my cost is $5.95p. Complete the function table for the total cost of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is p, this is $5.95p. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I'm going to do $5.95 times 1, $5.95 times 2, etc. Please fill that out. And then for the last column, I'm going to actually multiply those things. So when I multiply those things, I get $5.95 calculator's giving me problems. All right, so you have $5.95, $11.90, $17.85, $23.80, and $29.75. So this is pounds of nuts. Now, consider, should this be continuous or discrete? Can I buy part of a pound of nuts? And it is continuous because I measure pounds. So, 1 is $5.95, 2 is $11.90, and I'm just approximating. 3 is $17.85, 4 is $23.80, and 5 is $29.75. And since it's continuous data, I should connect and it would keep going, because the more pounds I buy, the more it's going to cost, but it does not keep going down here because I can't have less than 0. So the last thing I want you to do is I'm going to give you a list of words, and I want you to write down in your notebook whether or not they're continuous or discrete. And we will go over these answers tomorrow. So I'm going to do height, number of students in class, money deposited in a bank, and weight, and inches, or amount of snow. And then let's do days of snow. So again, you're going to write down continuous or discrete for each one of these, and we'll go over it tomorrow. Make sure that you complete your homework tonight, which is page 301, numbers 4 through 7, 12, 16, and 17. See you tomorrow or after school if you'd like.